Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you all so much for joining me here today for another pick a card reading. For any of you that are new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Melissa and today's reading is going to be a pick a card all about what you need to know for yourself during this upcoming new moon in Virgo. So the new moon in Virgo is going to be a really great time for us to set intentions around any new energies that we're wanting to call into our life. So any new patterns or behaviors that you're wanting to focus on, or any big projects or assignments or goals that you're wanting to work towards. This is a really, really great time to harness the energy of the new moon in Virgo. Virgo is an earth sign. Virgo energy is really amazing for helping us to achieve any of those long-term goals and aspirations that we're looking to achieve. However, whenever you're manifesting during a new moon, or whenever you are setting intentions for a new moon, you can harness the power of that specific moon in the sign, but you don't necessarily have to. So what we're going to be doing in today's video is we're going to be tapping into sort of what needs your attention. What is it that Spirit wants you to be paying attention to as you set intentions toward this new moon in Virgo? Then we're going to get some guidance and advice for you on how you can harness this new moon to be able to achieve whatever goal you have, or whatever issue is going on in your life. And then we're going to close it out by getting you a potential outcome if you're able to set your intentions and follow through on your goals. So if that sounds like something you all are interested in, then this is definitely going to be a great video for you. So we are going to be choosing from 3 different decks today. So starting here on the left, we have deck number 1. This is the Edgar Tarot, and we have some sunstone here. For deck number 2, we have the Wild Unknown with some moss agate, and then deck number 3 is going to be the Light Seer's Tarot with some amazonite. So go ahead and let's think about this new moon in Virgo. Take a deep breath. Think of the intentions that you want to set. And whenever you all are ready, go ahead and select the deck or the crystal that you're feeling the most intuitively connected to. I will have timestamps linked below so you can skip ahead to your reading. Hello there, for those of you who chose deck number 1, the Edgar Tarot. This is going to be a reading all about the new moon in Virgo and what you're guided to be paying attention to right now. So we are going to be shuffling on camera today. I'm also going to be working with a couple of other oracle decks that I have here off camera. So let's go ahead and get started for you, pile 1, just by tapping into what energy really needs your attention during this time. So let's go ahead and see what comes through for pile number 1. What energy needs pile 1's attention during this new moon in Virgo? Let's go ahead and see. Okay, so for you, pile 1, we have the message of the 8 of Swords. Okay, let's go ahead and get another card here. Clarify this 8 of Swords, please. Okay, that one wanted to fall out. And we have the energy of the Star coming through. Okay, let's go ahead and pull a chakra card for you, pile number 1, so we can get some additional insight here. So for my pile number 1, let's get some clarity on this energy that they are being guided to focus on during this new moon in Virgo. We have the sacral chakra of Tiger's Eye, passion. Turn your fear of change into excitement for change. Very clear. All right, so pile number 1. It's interesting that you guys selected the deck that had the sunstone, because this stone is an amazing stone. It's actually tied to the sacral chakra. It's orange, right? And I feel like what's going on with you guys, what needs your attention during this time is your sacral chakra is being highlighted here. And specifically what I'm picking up on with you is there's some sort of blockage that you've been dealing with at this current moment in time that you're viewing this video. And I feel like the blockage is maybe you guys are kind of getting in your own way toward going after something that you want, or really tackling an upcoming change or challenge that could have been thrown onto your path. So with this message of the Eight of Swords coming through here, you know, the Eight of Swords is when we are like very much paralyzed in fear, but the fear is coming from within us, right? It's almost like mental blockages where we're kind of, you know, putting our own obstacles and boundaries around things. Really, these obstacles aren't here. They exist within us, right? It's mental. So if we take a look here at this card, you can see that this person, it's like they're in this coffin, I guess, but they're still alive. You know what I mean? Like they can get out of it. The swords are hovering above them, right? But they're not coming to stab them necessarily. Maybe they feel like they are, but they're really not. Like this is a fully capable human being that could get up and walk out of the coffin. So I feel like the reason that maybe you guys have been in this sort of like blocked state of mind could be because there's been some sort of issue or something that went on in your life that you've been kind of like in recovery mode. You've been really healing from something with that star energy coming through. I definitely feel like a lot of you guys have been taking your time with whatever this is. Like you've been taking your time to really kind of think about it. You've been taking your time to really heal, move through the situation, whatever it is for you. And I do think that you guys have some pretty big goals and aspirations with the star card coming through here. You know, because when I think of the star, I think of literally like a star, like being in the spotlight, or this kind of special energy of people knowing who you are. You know what I mean? And so I feel like this could be why you guys are blocked right now, because maybe your goals are feeling a bit unachievable or unreachable. And you're feeling this mentally, like this is coming from your own self-talk. And so the sacral chakra being highlighted here of passion, this says turn your fear of change into excitement for change. This is very much about your mindset, right? Like if you are thinking that I'm afraid of this change, I don't know what to do, I'm paralyzed, I have no idea where to even begin to get myself out of this coffin, then you're never going to get out of the coffin. You're going to be sitting there afraid of these swords forever. But if you kind of switch the mindset around and think, oh, okay, like this is a change coming in, there's something new and different being brought into my life, you know, I'm excited for this. Let's take a step out of the coffin and see where it goes. Then you're going to take a step out of the coffin and see where it goes, right? And I think specifically with the sacral chakra being highlighted, this is around like your passion, your creativity, having fun even. I feel like a lot of you guys need to be thinking about how you can have more fun during this time, or just do little things that you enjoy, like little small steps that feel good to you, that inspire you, that make you feel excited, so that it doesn't feel as scary, right? So I'm going to put this up here. Let's go ahead and let's see what Spirit wants you to know around how you can actually harness the energy of this full moon to address this energy that you guys have happening up here. Okay, so let's see. This is like guidance or advice for you. So how can my pile one viewers harness the energy of this full moon to be able to address the highlighted energy, Spirit? All right, let's go ahead and see. So for pile one, okay, so we've got the energy of temperance here. Sorry, you guys know, like, I need things to be straightened, so I'm just going to set that up there for right now. Let's get a clarifier here. Clarify this temperance, please. And we have the Empress card. Beautiful energy, you guys. Okay. Let's go ahead and get another chakra card for you. Clarify this energy of the temperance with the Empress for my pile. Oh my goodness. Well, we can't take all of those. Sorry, guys. Ugh. Definitely some really active energy. I feel like this is like Spirit wanting you guys to take action, get out of the coffin. Okay. So here we've got the solar plexus. All right, I'm going to set that one up there. All right, more sacral being highlighted at the bottom. So your lower chakras, you guys, are really being highlighted here for this pile. Definitely makes sense. You know, when I think of like the Virgo full moon, this is definitely a time where we want to be like putting practical, grounded effort into things. And those lower chakras are really good about, you know, taking steps toward and actually rooting things into the 3D. Okay, so what Spirit is saying in terms of like how you guys can harness this energy of the full moon. So your solar plexus, like I said, is definitely being highlighted here. It says the world is abundant when you choose to see it that way. So again, it's going back to like this message here of mindset. I feel like you guys that chose pile 1 are really maybe like affirmations could be really powerful for you during this time, pile 1. You know, like if you struggle with getting the motivation or overcoming the fear to kind of take a step out of the box, maybe in the morning, you know, as part of your routine, you write down affirmations that specifically target drive and motivation. So saying things like, you know, I have the stamina and the willpower to accomplish my goals. I have the confidence to, you know, try something new, or whatever the specific situation is for you. Like you can use those affirmations to really set intentions for your day. And solar plexus is very much about confidence as well. It is about confidence. It's about getting ourselves out there, you know, and going after the things that we want. So you guys do have the message of the Temperance card with the Empress. So what I feel for you in terms of advice with regard to your situation, because again, you guys do seem to have some pretty high goals that you're trying to achieve, some pretty, you know, like some pretty, why am I getting tongue-tied right now? You guys know what I mean. You have some pretty high aspirations you're trying to achieve. And so with the Temperance card coming up as your advice, I do feel like this is a message for you during this new moon energy to just be patient with yourselves. You know, new moons are new beginnings, right? We're starting off on a new foot. We're starting off with new energy. And you guys are really guided here to just like be patient, one step at a time. Start dipping your toe in the water. You see how like her toes are about to hit the water? And I think paying attention to your body and how you're feeling is going to be really important during this time, pile number 1, because Temperance, this talks about not only being patient and allowing things to happen in divine timing, but as we're putting forth this effort with these lower chakras and really exerting ourselves and putting ourselves out there, we do want to make sure that we're in tune with our mental health, our physical body, our physical health, and making sure that things are balanced, right? So like there's a balance between, you know, pushing forth a lot of effort, but also taking the time to like relax, okay? We also have the Empress card here. So this is interesting because when I think of the Empress card, this is like you guys having given birth to a new idea. So maybe you guys already have an idea of how you want to move out of this energy. Maybe there's already something that you all have been working on that you've quote unquote given birth to. And in this particular Empress card, the child, typically when we see the Empress, there's either not a baby in the picture or like sometimes you'll see like a little baby, but this child is like a grown child, you know? So I do feel that there is something in progress for you that you guys have already started working on. You've already been nurturing this, you've already been raising it, you've already been growing it. And so this is just about continuing to put that effort out there, continuing to shift into that positive mindset, but being patient with yourself, staying grounded, and allowing things to happen in divine timing instead of worrying so much about like way into the future, what's it gonna be, okay? So let's go ahead and grab a couple more cards here for you, pile number 1, so we can just see like what the potential outcome is for you if you're able to harness this energy. So let's go ahead and see for my pile number 1 viewers, what's the potential outcome on the board for them if they can harness this energy of the Virgo new moon to their benefits. Okay. All right. So we have the message of the Ten of Swords. Let's get a clarifier here. Oops, hold on. Too many. Just one more. And we have the Justice card. Okay. lots of that bright orange sacral energy coming through. Let's go ahead and get one more of these chakra cards for you guys. So outcome for my pile 1 viewers. Peace. How beautiful. So you guys got the crown chakra of peace. In stillness, the answer will be revealed. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of what it's telling you. It's like, it's almost like, you know, even though you guys do have a lot of messages here around like putting forth effort and exerting yourself, because they are lower chakras, but the way these cards are worded is more about your mindset. And when it comes to the actual guidance and advice that's being offered, it's almost just like continuing to allow things to happen in divine timing and continuing to keep a balance and maintain that balance like we have with the Temperance, continuing to integrate different aspects of your life together that so that you can welcome in this change. So your outcome here with peace is actually really beautiful. And the Ten of Swords does talk about an ending, right? And what I see this as for you guys is an ending to this mental blockage that's coming through. You know, this will maybe potentially it might feel like you guys have hit like a rock bottom energy for some of you. But really what I'm getting from this, especially with it being clarified here by the Justice card, is that this is going to feel like finally things are balanced. Finally things are fair. You can relax your mind a little bit. You have a sense of peace. And with the crown chakra, it's almost like you have this ability to sort of see the higher perspective of the situation, see the spiritual meaning behind the challenge that you may have been going through. I also feel for some of you guys with this Justice card that there's a potential contract coming in for you. Because when I'm looking at this card, there's like a contract this lady is signing here. And I feel like there could be, like this contract could represent like a new beginning of some sort, whether this is like a new job contract you're signing, maybe it's something to do with your love life. It could just have to do with a karmic contract coming to an end as well. Because Justice also talks about those karmic contracts. So looks really positive, pile number 1. I'm just going to close you guys out with a couple more messages here from Archer's Answers. And we'll just kind of see what else you all need to know in general about the new moon in Virgo and your manifestations during this time. Pile 1. Okay, so we've got eventually. We've got find closure. Let's get one more. I'm guided to get one more for you guys. And we've got resting period. Yes. Okay. So yeah, I definitely feel that whatever goal that you all are trying to achieve during this time, you have to allow it to happen in divine timing. It is in the cards for you. It is going to happen for you, whatever this is. But you're really being guided right now to sort of release it to the universe and let it go. Continue to build your self-confidence, to continue to put that effort into it. Continue to go after what you want, but just know that right now may not be the time where it's going to fully blossom and come to fruition, but eventually it will. You do have the message here of finding closure. So I do think it's important during this time to allow any endings that come through for you. So whether it's finding closure with this mental state and leaving that behind, you know, finding closure with any other ending that comes in for you, just know that with the Ten of Swords, any ending always leads to a brighter new beginning, right? This is the end of like that mental torment. This is the end of a situation that no longer serves us. And you guys are guided to just release it and let it go. So pile 1, I'm going to go ahead and close that out for you, but thank you all so much for taking the time to view this reading today. Please drop me a comment down below. Let me know how it resonated with you, and definitely keep me posted on how your new moon intentions are going. I will hopefully see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Hey there, pile number 2. If you all selected this beautiful moss agate crystal, this is going to be your new moon in Virgo reading, and we are going to be starting off with your tarot cards. What I want to do is first start off by asking Spirit, what needs your attention right now? What is the energy of the highest significance that Spirit is wanting you to focus on during this new moon in Virgo? So let's go ahead and see what comes through. And we will be shuffling a few other decks on camera as well. So we will be getting lots of insight for you, group one. So let's go ahead and see. So pile two, excuse me. What, Spirit, what do you need pile two to be paying attention to during this new moon in Virgo? Sorry, you guys, I just thought of something funny. Pile two. Okay, so we've got the Justice card here. Let's go ahead and see one more. What is this Justice card about for my pile two viewers for this new moon in Virgo? What needs their attention? And we've got the Six of Swords. Okay, definitely some swords. Lots of swords coming through for you guys. Let's go ahead and get a chakra card for you. So what needs pile two's attention during this new moon in Virgo? Let's go ahead and clarify this Justice card with the Six of Swords. Okay, so we have a crown chakra card coming through for you guys. Okay. Okay, so pile two. During this new moon in Virgo, I do feel that Spirit is wanting you to really be paying attention to, for some reason I'm getting relationships for you all. It may not be relationships specifically like romantic, but just relationships in general. And the reason I feel like this is the case for you is because we have the message of oneness. You are a part of the universe and always will be. So this is about finding kind of like that commonality or that common ground, not only with the universe, but with others. And I feel like initially when the Justice card came out, I was really drawn to like these cats and how they're two different shades, right? Like they're two different colors. They have like a clear visible difference, yet they're here together striking a balance and coming together in sort of like a neutral space. So it's almost like I feel that you guys are really being guided right now to focus on how you can find like the common ground with those who are different, how you can ensure that things are fair and balanced between you and other people in your life, and finding ways to see yourself and other people. Because if we take a look at this Justice card here, we do have like this little diamond here in the center, and you can see that the black cat has a black diamond facing the white cat, and then the white cat has a white diamond facing the black cat, right? So it's like they are intaking each other's energy. They're understanding each other's energy, even though they might be a little bit different externally, right? And with the Six of Swords, this is about moving forward, right? Like this is about moving on. I keep thinking like somewhere over the rainbow with this version of the Six of Swords for some reason. So like finding that harmony and finding ways to move forward and progress away from the darkness or any like drama that could have been going on in your relationships. Now, if you guys don't relate to this message around relationships, then what Spirit is saying is, with the Justice card and the Six of Swords, is that this is a time where you need to really focus in on finding balance and fairness in your life, just in general, moving away from something or the energy of imbalances. But I really strongly intuitively feel for a lot of you guys that this is about relationships, people in your life. I also feel too, just in general, just kind of continuing to tap into these messages, pile two, that like Spirit is wanting you to see the bigger picture around choices and decisions that you make or lessons that you've learned, because the Justice card also can have to do with karma. It can have to do with those like, you know, what goes around comes around, or it can have to do with like, you know, karmic contracts that we've signed in a previous lifetime. And maybe some of you all have been dealing with some tough relationships or just tough situations in general that have been really stressful for you. And so being able to look and rise above it, tapping into that crown chakra, seeing the spiritual lesson behind it is really going to help you guys to be able to move on, okay? So let's go ahead and see for pile 2. Next, I want to tap into how you all can harness the energy of the full moon to address this energy that we've just tapped into here. How can pile 2 harness this energy of the full moon to address the overall energy? All right, so we've got the 2 of Swords coming through. Let's get one more. What is this 2 of Swords about? I'm already getting a message here. And we have the Son of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you guys, I definitely feel like this is, to me, this is continuing to feel very relationships focused. Let me, hold on, get these in the frame. I also am going to pull another chakra card for you, pile number 2, so we can get some clarification on these 2 cards that are here. So just give me 1 minute. You know, I'm a Virgo rising, if you guys didn't know, and that comes through all the time in these videos because I need everything to be symmetrical. It just doesn't always work out for me. So let's go ahead and see. So for pile 2, please tell us, Spirit, what is it that they can be doing to harness the power of the full moon? Let's go ahead and clarify this 2 of Wands with the Son of Cups that we're getting here. Okay, that one wanted to fly out, so we're going to take it, and we have the throat chakra. Always appropriate in relationships, right? Communication is key. So I feel like your advice right now during this new moon energy, pile 2, with the 2 of Wands and the Son of Cups, to me, when I'm intuitively reading this 2 of Wands, this is about coming together. You know, typically the traditional meaning of the 2 of Wands is about exploration, stepping out into trying new things. Sometimes it can be a very hesitation-like card, but the way that I'm intuitively reading it in this card is like meeting someone where they're at, coming together with someone that maybe you've been at a distance from. So whether this is someone of significance or just maybe just our relationships in general, and doing so through the Son of Cups energy, excuse me, which this is all about, you know, kind-hearted communication. This is about being that person that leads with love, being the person that leads with the heart. You guys have the throat chakra here as well, so I feel like communication from the heart is going to be really important. We have speak from your heart is the only thing worth listening to. So whatever you all are feeling about, you know, relationships in your life or a specific connection in your life, Spirit is wanting you to meet this person where they are, come together, and have it like an exploratory conversation here where you're really getting vulnerable and sharing your deep feelings with them. And if this doesn't have to do with a specific person, I think that this is just in general with your relationships talking about the same thing, right? Like just not being afraid to be yourself and to be loving and kind and, you know, lead from the heart when you are connecting with people, okay? Maybe you guys have had some really bad connections in the past that you're still healing from, which is why that 6 of Swords is here and we kind of have the rainbow coming out after the storm. So I feel like Spirit is now wanting you to either address a specific situation that went down or be able to get out there and heal and make new connections because you're ready now, okay? So let's go ahead and the last part of the spread we're going to get is just to find out what's the potential outcome for you guys if you're able to harness this energy of the full moon to address this energy. So for pile number 2, potential outcome for them if they're able to harness this energy of the new moon in Virgo. So you guys have the 4 of Wands, beautiful energy. Let's clarify here. And we have the Hanged Man coming through. And let's get one more chakra card for you guys. So for my pile 2 viewers, what is the potential outcome for them? Sorry, you guys, making a mess right now. Okay. We have a third eye chakra, destiny. Follow your instincts, they lead you to the truth. You guys, like, you all, I have to call out, you guys have a lot of higher chakras being activated during this time. At least this is what Spirit is wanting from you. So your throat, your third eye, and your crown chakra. So any sort of work that you all can be also doing on those chakras, I think would be very beneficial for you, whether it's meditations or affirmations, working with specific crystals that align with those chakras. So you guys actually chose a moss agate, which has more to do with like the heart chakra, which makes sense with this reading being about relationships. But you know, you also have turquoise here. We've got tourmalated quartz, I don't think I said that right, and fluorite. So maybe those crystals, if you are into crystals, you can work with those during this time as well. So the outcome, we've got the Four of Wands with the Hanged Man with destiny. So the first thing that I noticed when this Four of Wands came out, when I turn it this way, this looks like an eye. And so with this third eye coming through, I feel like that's like a really interesting synchronicity, because it's like, I do feel that as you move through speaking your truth, coming together and meeting people where they are and exploring a little bit more through this loving energy, I do feel that you are opening up the door for new connections, new relationships, new roots, I guess I want to say, that could potentially go the distance, right? And we do have the Hangman right next to this as well. So you know, the Hangman is more so about like taking our time, which I think is good. I think that the outcome here is about you guys opening up that door for new loving communication to come in, new loving relationships to come in, but taking your time to really ensure that you're trusting in your intuition as you connect with others. Follow your instincts, they lead to the truth. So I feel like you guys are just doing a little bit better job if you're able to harness this energy. You're doing a little bit better job here by trusting in your intuition when it comes to letting people into your world and letting people into your space. Telling yourself that it's okay to like take a pause and like assess the situation before you just like go in full force or allow somebody really into your energy field. So this is really beautiful energy for you, group 2. Let's go ahead and close out this reading. I'm going to just pull a few cards from the Archer's Answers, just to see what additional information you may need to hear. So let's go ahead and see for pile number 2, excuse me. What else do my pile 2 viewers need to know with regard to this new moon in Virgo? Okay, that one wanted to fly out. Leave it behind. Yeah. This situation, like, you guys are really being guided by Spirit right now to let it go. See the bigger picture, release it. It's no longer serving you in your highest good. It's time to move on. Okay, let's go ahead and see. Oh, okay, that one flew out. We have during holiday times. So, okay, so this is a time frame coming through for you guys. So this is kind of talking about like doing the work during holiday times or taking advantage of holiday times to be able to really embody this energy of speaking your truth and leading with love. And it's kind of funny because the new moon is falling on the night of, in the States, we have Labor Day. So everybody's like off on like a 3-day weekend, or a lot of people are. So I feel like that might be a day of significance. And typically, like during holiday times, this can be interpreted really to mean any holiday time. And for some of you, it might be, but I do feel that's a very specific message for someone here. If you're seeing someone on Labor Day, or if you're out there connecting, like this is the time where you want to channel that energy. For others of you, just there could be another holiday of significance around this new moon for you, like in your area where you live. Holidays can also talk about birthdays too, so keep that in mind as well. Okay, let's get one more to close you guys out. What else do my pile 2s need to know about this new moon in Virgo? We have yes, and it's worth it. Yeah. So doing this work is going to be really worth it for you guys. And I definitely see that coming through with your third eye strengthening and just you guys feeling more tuned in and trusting in your intuition. I definitely would say that, you know, if this reading resonated with you, this is a really, really good time for you to be doing this work so that it can really lead to the successful types of connections that you're wanting in your future, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and close it out there for you, pile number 2, but definitely drop me a comment and let me know how the messages resonated with you. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to view this reading today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hey there, group number 3. If you all selected this beautiful, I think this is a blue Amazonite and the light Seer's Tarot, then this will be your reading all about your new moon in Virgo. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to first tap in and just kind of channel the overall energy or the energy of the highest significance that needs your attention during this time. Okay, so for my pile 3 viewers, what is the energy that they're being guided to really focus on during this new moon in Virgo? Okay, pile 1. All right, so we've got the energy of the 9 of Swords. Let's go ahead and clarify this, please, Spirit. And we've got the 3 of Pentacles coming through. All right, let's go ahead and let's channel a chakra message. So let's go ahead and clarify this energy, Spirit. What is the overall energy or the situation of the highest significance that pile 3 is guided to focus on during this new moon in Virgo? Okay, that one wanted to fly out, so we're going to go ahead and take it. This is the root chakra, security. All right, to feel more secure, deepen your connection with nature. Interesting. So 9 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. So for those of you that chose group 3, I do feel that maybe there's been a situation in your life that you've been kind of overly stressing about or worried about. Overthinking a little bit. And with the 3 of Pentacles being right next to that 9 of Swords, I do feel that this situation could have to do with either something to do with your work. Maybe there's some sort of like a work or group project that you guys have been working on. There could be some sort of like creative endeavor that you all have been working on too. And I do feel there's a lot of people involved here. And so I do feel that there could be others involved in whatever this project is that you guys are working on. And it's like, we've got one person here that almost looks like they're overseeing the project, and then we've got the worker here on the ground, and it's almost like this person, I don't even know if they're working on the project, they're just over here touching this tapestry while the other person sits on the ground and does the work. Maybe you guys have been doing all the work and you're feeling like you're not necessarily being supported right now, or you know, if that doesn't resonate, if you're not really working with other people, then I do feel that this situation is just about you guys overthinking something that you're creating right now. We have the message of the root chakra. So whatever this is, I do feel is something that is very near and dear to you. I feel like this is something that could potentially be playing into your, you know, like your stability. So this could have to do with something with your finances, like maybe this project really could bring in a lot of money for you, or this could just even be about you guys trying to set up whatever this project is for success. So maybe this is something new for a lot of you guys out there, and you're not really feeling super secure about where you're at with it just yet, which is totally normal, right? So there's a lot of this obsessing, a lot of this overthinking energy that comes through, and Spirit is telling you that it's important at this time, you know, as you're moving through this energy, to maybe go out into nature and ground yourself. Grounding practices are going to be really important here. And you know, the root chakra is red, and we've got this red dress that this woman is wearing here. So maybe even working with the color red could be helpful for you guys. So yeah, it definitely feels like there's a situation here that you guys are kind of stressing over. So let's go ahead and see, just like as it pertains to this energy that Spirit is highlighting for pile 3, how can they harness the energy of this new moon in Virgo to address this energy? So how can pile 3 harness the energy of this new moon in Virgo? Okay, let's see. All right. Ooh, so we've got the 9 of Cups, beautiful energy. Let's go ahead and get a clarifier. So tell me more about this 9 of Cups, please, Spirit. And we've got the Hanged Man. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get a clarifier here. Let's go ahead and get another chakra card for my pile 3. So how can they harness the energy of this new moon? Let's go ahead and clarify this 9 of Cups, Hanged Man. Okay. The third eye chakra, I had a feeling that might come out with that 9 of Swords being here, you guys. A lot of times when we are in a really anxious energy over something, pile 3, it typically can be because our third eye is blocked or it's overactive, right? You know, because if our third eye was really balanced out, we wouldn't be worrying about the future. We wouldn't be so worried and anxious over how something is going to end up going, okay? Or we might, but we would have like more awareness around it. So with this third eye chakra being highlighted, and I do feel it's also being highlighted here in the Hanged Man, I think it's going to be really important for you during this new moon to take some time to maybe go into meditation here. You know, the third eye, this talks about trusting in your intuition. Trust your intuition. It is in contact with the higher source of knowledge. So it's like, you guys, I think, need to really work on that during this new moon phase. And I think by taking a pause from whatever it is, even if you can't take a pause from it, maybe this is just you guys talking about like taking a pause from this energy of worrying and being anxious and allowing yourself to kind of quiet your mind. This is going to be really important. Maybe even for you guys, if you're able to take a break from the situation, to be able to relax a little bit, to be able to, you know, work on that trust. And I think this is also talking about the energy of release, right? Because the Hanged Man is when we're in a place of surrender. This is when we say, you know what, like I need to leave this up to the universe right now because I can't control everything and I shouldn't be controlling everything. I also feel with the 9 of Cups coming up here, this is almost telling me like during this new moon, it might be really good for you all to reconnect to your heart and what it is that maybe drew you to this work in the first place that you're doing, okay? The heart chakra is really being illuminated here, and this person just looks so free and happy because they are getting everything that they've ever wanted. So for you guys, maybe it's important for you to connect back to the why behind why you're doing this project. Connect back in with your heart chakra and remember like what it is that you loved about it to begin with, because you probably wouldn't be doing it if you didn't like it, at least, right? But I also think too, like if this is not like a specific creative project that you guys are working on, and maybe this is just like a generic work situation for some of you guys, this is almost saying like, take a step back from it and do something for yourself. And that can really apply either way. But, you know, the 9 of Cups is very much like an independent energy of doing whatever we want to do. You know what I mean? Like doing whatever we want to do, whatever makes us happy, not really worrying or stressing about other people or obligations. So very much during this new moon energy, pile 3, you all are being guided to sort of like take a break and do something that you love so that you can relax a little bit around the situation, okay? Let's get an outcome message for you guys. So if my pile 3 viewers are able to successfully harness this energy of the new moon, what's a potential outcome for them with regard to this situation? Ooh, so we've got the King of Wands, very confident energy. Let's go ahead and clarify that. Queen of Cups, wow. Bottom of the deck, the Ace of Cups. Look at that, the heart chakra being ignited again, which is amazing. Let's go ahead and get another chakra card here for you guys. Let me fix that. So what's the potential outcome for my pile 3 viewers if they're able to harness this new moon energy? Okay, that one wanted to come out, so we're going to take it. But look, at the bottom of the deck, heart chakra. So your heart chakra is being illuminated here, you guys. I think that, like I said before, this is about you rediscovering what it is that you love as it pertains to either this specific situation or just your work in general. We have the only illusion is separation, unity. So this is beautiful, you guys. I think that if you all are able to kind of take a step back from this and relax your mind, relax your body, connect with what you love, I only see positive things coming for you. You know, like unity is telling me that things are going to become a lot more balanced. Things are balancing back out for you. We're releasing this energy of being fearful or worried about it. And you guys are going to be feeling very confident, standing in your power, really coming in as a leader. Again, maybe you guys are the leader of this project. Maybe you lead other people, or maybe this is just you being the leader of your own project that you're doing. But then the Queen of Cups is here, which is amazing because this is also about like, you know, emotions and being tapped in and connected with what we love and being tapped in and connected with how we feel, okay? So I see you guys being in a much more relaxed, much more zen, much more confident headspace if you're able to kind of use this new moon to take a break, okay? It's kind of funny because like usually during new moons, especially like the new moon in Virgo, like I was saying in the intro, this is like usually really good energy for doing work, but like Spirit is wanting you guys during this time to like relax. So lucky for you all who picked this pile. So we're gonna get some additional messages from the Archer's Answers Oracle to close us out. So let's go ahead and see what else do my pile 3 viewers, jeez, need to know about this energy. So we have it's coming. Like success is coming in for you guys. No time soon. So it's like kind of that surrender energy is going to be really important. Maybe some of you guys have been worrying about like, when's it going to happen? When am I going to have my, you know, this built up? When is it going to come to fruition for me? And this is saying that like, this is why you need to take a pause and release it to the universe, because I feel that there's still a lot of work to be done here. Things don't always happen overnight. You know what I mean? One more card for pile 3. In your summer season, this is beautiful. So I definitely think in terms of an outcome, this is talking about like you guys, again, feeling more confident, more ignited, more passionate, more connected to the work you're doing, and more connected to self as well. And for some of you guys, whatever this work is that you're doing, the summer season is a significant season for you. So if you're looking for a time frame, if this is what you've been stressing about, summertime could be of significance here. So hopefully this was able to help you guys out, pile 3. I am going to go ahead and close it out there for you, but please leave me a comment down below and kind of let me know how this message related to you. Thank you all so much for taking the time to view today's reading, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.